Welcome back to another video of this. You might notice that I am wearing headphones, and that is for two reasons. One is that because I have more volume in my hair than Farrah Fawcett probably ever did. So if I wasn't wearing these headphones, it just wouldn't be a good look. That's one reason. And the other reason is I'm dealing with a new mic, and I want to make sure that I sound good. But majorly, it's for the most part my hair. That's also a reason why I wear a lot of hats in these videos. Also, I feel like the shot just looks so crispy. Got a new camera, new lens. Video production quality going through the roof. Also, I just wanted to bring this to people's attention. It's the end of July. Actually, maybe by the time you're seeing this, it's probably August. Let's be real here, which I'm fine with. The thing that I'm not fine with, though, however, is school commercials, back to school commercials. I started seeing those like the second week of July, and at least like where I live, like one of the high schools literally got out on June 14th, and I'm seeing back to school commercials a month later. Something is wrong with that. So in today's video, I don't even know how much of the intro is going to be kept in, just because I feel like I'm rambling. As far as today's video goes, I have it on good authority that some of y'all need some help when it comes to setting up your Google business page. We are going to be going over a hopefully easy step-by-step process on how you, a very successful real estate agent, can set up your very own business Google page, profile, something. So basically, when people type in your name after you meet them out in public on Google, it'll show up on the right-hand side all of your little fun stuff, like where your office is, your contact info, all that fun stuff. Today, we're going to figure out how to do that. It's also not that hard. Okay, what we're seeing on the screen right now is the office of Ortonville, the Real Estate One office in Ortonville. This is the one that's closest to my house, so that's the one that we're going to use. I also picked it because I know that there are some agents that have done it properly, and we can go and see that in a little bit about what it's going to look like. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go to Google Maps, and then you're going to want to type in your office. So if you are in Clarkston, if you are in Royal Oak, wherever, just type in Real Estate One Clarkston, and it'll pop up, and you'll want to make sure that the pin, the red little pin, is on your office. Because, now granted, we're doing this on a desktop. Can you do this on your phone? Probably, but I'm going to suggest doing this on some sort of desktop. It's going to be way easier to visualize, and that's also how I'm going to do it. So what you're going to want to do is when you have your office selected, there's two ways of doing this, but I'm going to go what I think is probably going to be the easier way. So what you're going to want to do is up here by where you typed in Real Estate One, there's a little three lines, also known as a hamburger menu. You're going to want to click that. And then it's going to bring up another sidebar where you'll scroll down to pretty much the middle, and then you're going to say add your business. You're not trying to make a whole new Real Estate One business. You are going to add you as an agent as the business, and I'll show you what that means. So once you click that, you're going to want to type in your business name, and that is going to probably going to want to be your name, or if you are a team, blank and blank team, or whatever you go by. So for me, I am just going to put in my first name. However, you're going to want to put in your first, last name, however people are typing it in to search for you on Google, that is what your business name is going to want to be. And as far as the business category, you can see I've already done this before because it's trying to autofill it for me. Your business category is going to be a real estate agent because that's what you are. And then you're going to want to click next. And then from there, it's just going to ask you a bunch of questions, to each in which, there isn't a right or wrong way of how you can be answering these. Do you want to add a location? I would probably say yes, because that is, that's where you work out of. So they're going to know where your office is. Now, if you don't want that, I don't care. There's no rules. What's the address? I'm pretty sure it's like 875 South Ortonville Road, blah, blah, blah. We are good. Click that in. And as you can see, now, is this your business? No, you are not Real Estate One You are, but for this purpose, you're not. You're also not St. Anne Church, because you're not. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click none of these, because you're not going to be, whatever it's going to show up, you're not going to be any of them, because you are hopefully creating your new business page. Do you provide deliveries or home office visits? I don't really know how to answer this question, so I'm just going to say no. And then contact info. Yes, I feel like that is the correct answer. I'm not going to put mine on here because I don't want y'all calling me. But this is where you're going to put your phone number, and then this is where you're going to put your website. If you don't have a website, you click this little box right here. But if you don't have a website, that is what you should be doing immediately after you create your Google business pages. You should be creating your own website. But you can also skip this. So for the purpose of this, I will be skipping it. Whew, I think I broke Google. I didn't see this one coming, guys. I'm not going to lie. I did this like twice before. All right, we're back. I went through it. I just put in a random email or a random phone number and random website, and that seemed to work. So this is, however, very important, because this is going to be the way that Google is going to be like, okay, this is a real business or a real place or wherever, because they are going to need to verify that all the information that you are putting in, more specifically the location, is correct. So they are going to essentially send you a postcard. I'm pretty sure it's going to have like a code on it with a place to go put in the code to verify that you are real. Now, I'm not going to have them verify because I don't need Google sending a postcard to the Ortonville office with addressed to me because I don't go there. So I can verify later. You can also verify later too, but I'm going to suggest that you don't. I'm just going to do it now. It's going to be way easier for everybody. But for this purpose of the video, I will be clicking verify later. And then from there, as a real estate agent, Google is going to try to figure out what kind of services do you offer. This, again, will be different for everybody. But just for the video, just for the purposes, I'm just going to click a few. These don't really mean a ton. This is Google gathering information about who you are. So as we are going through business hours, maybe those are just like the days that you're in. Even if you go to the office, if you don't go to the office, whatever. I don't make the rules, but then you can put, opens at blah, blah, blah. Just for this purpose, I'm going to be putting 24 hours. You can also skip it. Once we click next, then we can do add messaging, where it'll let customers message your business on Google for free. That's up to you. That's up to you. But for this purpose, I'll be keeping it on. Add your business description. This is essentially going to be, if you have a website, if you have a Facebook business page, whatever, this is the bio. This is any sort of keywords to throw in here will help Google know what you do, what services you offer, all of that fun stuff. So again, if you have a website, if you have a Facebook page, just go and copy and paste the bio, slap it in here, and we'll be good to go. Now, as far as photos are concerned, I want to go back. For example, you can see when I zoomed in, Mackenzie Cox showed up. That's because she's already done this. She has already completed this portion. She did a good job. So let's just click on it. All I did was I opened up a new tab and I searched Mackenzie Cox. I didn't add real estate one. I didn't add real estate agent, just her first and last name. And this is what we got. Everything here on the right-hand side is literally what I'm showing you how to do, so that when people Google your name, this is what's going to pop up. So she chose to say Mackenzie Cox -realtor at Real Estate One. She has her own little logo there. And then for the actual photo that pops up, the thing where we are currently at now of like add photos of your business, you can do really whatever you want. You can add a photo of yourself. You can add a photo of your team. You can do what Mackenzie did and make it nice and pretty, and throw the logo up with some script. Where it says your home team, and then on the photo it says mackenziecox.realestate1.com in front of a nice house. I think most people that look at that photo are going to be like, yeah, she's a real estate agent. I get it. Stan Kinney is another guy who completed this portion of Google Business Page. He did it a little bit differently. He named it Real Estate One: Stan Kinney. Again, all I did was Google Stan Kinney, and this is what shows up. So this is the address of the office. This is his phone number. He has less information than what Mackenzie had, but to each their own. As far as the photo, I'm going to venture to guess that he didn't choose to select a photo, and so Google Maps just said, hey, this is the office. This is where his office is. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the actual Google Maps version. So again, this is what we're trying to create here. So as far as the photo is concerned, again, use your face, use something else, go on Canva, make something, make it look nice, make it look professional. One of the other things that Google does for completing the business profile is they're going to give you $500 of free advertising credit. Now, when you click claim that credit, it is going to take you into a new tab of Google Ads. This is not exactly what this video is about. So maybe I'll make a new video on that. But that is a separate beast in itself. But I would probably just click claim it anyway. And we can go back to that at your own pace. But once you've done with that, you will essentially come to the end of it. Because I haven't verified it yet, because I still am waiting for the postcard. This is everything that it has for me. So the address is the address of the Ortonville office. It's open 24 hours. You can obviously edit that. Phone number, this is just the random phone number that I threw in. And then this is the random test website that I threw in as well. Okay, now that we're done with all that and we're waiting for our verification card, we've clearly closed out of the tab. We get the verification card and we're like, okay, well now what? How do we get back to that page? How do we maybe edit or manage the profile? So what you're gonna wanna do is you're going to want to type in business.google.com, and it is going to bring up the Google Business Profile Manager. Now, as you can see, I have already made a few. Don't worry about this one. I technically, spoiler alert, live above a Remax. Don't worry, I stomp on the floor all day long, so they love me. So these are the two that I did make. So in here, once you click on your business page, here is where you are going to have the ability to do pretty much everything. We have COVID-19 stuff, where you can update your hours, update online appointments. Again, once you get that postcard, verify now. You're going to want to click that button. If you want to change your logo, if you want to change your description, it is right there. Reviews, again, can't really have those until you're verified, but that is where you can edit and do all of that fun stuff. And then that $500 free advertising credit is still down here at the bottom. Claim your credit. Again, that would be a separate video if you're interested. And then remember how we said to accept messages from people. This is where I'm guessing they're going to be showing up. Most of the things on here you're not going to be able to see fully until you verify. Same thing with reviews. As far as photos go, this is where you can choose your logo photo, your cover photo. If you have a video of like you or your team or maybe the inside of the office, your workspace, this is where you can throw that. They do give you the option apparently to make your own website, which I think is very interesting. However, they're trying to give me christiannodal.info for $12 a year. I think that's a steal, but I don't think I'm going to do it. This feels like a run-of-the-mill website, but this is where, again, going back, business.google.com, you type that in, and this is where all of that is going to take place, so that hopefully once you are done, when people Google your name, this is what is going to show up. You select this photo, it's going to do this one and this one automatically. As far as your business name, if you wanted to change that to be your name dash realtor at Real Estate One, that's not the worst idea. And if I click on the website for Mackenzie Cox, it is going to take us to the Real Estate One website where we can find all of the current listings. And that's more than what you need. So, Mackenzie, you did a great job, killed it. Hopefully you're cool with me giving you a shout out. And that is it for this extremely long video. Hopefully those of you that stuck around, you now know how to create your business profile and why it is going to make you look, I don't want to say like more professional, but I think it's going to give you like that, oh, they look like they know what they're doing because it just looks better on this side of the screen. There's just so much information when I type in your name, and all of this stuff just makes it look like you know what you're doing. All right, guys, this might have been a messy video. I appreciate you guys sticking around, and as always, I will see you guys next video.